see my little sister with her back to the staircase, and Johnny swings at her, and I don't even wait I don't hesitate, I don't wait, I just swung at him. Kate Moss in the stairs, and I swung at him.
So apparently this clip is important because Amber Heard has priors pertaining to domestic violence with an ex, but this information was kept from the court, and her talking about this specific episode kind of opens up the door to that. That's why they're cheering. So it's not just kind of a self-incrimination thing. It's actually that now they can, widen the scope of their questioning to encompass incidents that happened with that particular DV. I have another clip I want to show you guys, that was recent. This is where during her testimony, so it's just happened, she actually accuses Johnny of, violating her with a broken bottle.
Not wanting to move. I remember looking around the room. I remember looking at all the broken bottles, broken glass. And I remember they just not wanting to move.
That's pretty crazy, man. Madonna. That's some creative thinking if it didn't happen. But it's really terrible. I don't know what's going on with these two. Obviously, everybody's kind of siding with Johnny. If you ask me, why do I think everybody sides with Johnny? I think it's pretty clear. I think everybody knows why. She cheated on him. That's a known fact. She cheated for a long time with everybody from Leonardo DiCaprio, James Franco, you got Elon Musk. Half of Hollywood, because half of Hollywood, this male she slept with, and probably some of this female. But anyway, that goes beyond. The point is, it doesn't matter if you're sleeping with a bunch of people. That's not the point. The point is she was with Johnny at the time. And plus, so that kind of already, makes you judge that person, say they're dishonest, they're liars, because dishonesty and lies is what all of that was built on. And then the erratic behavior, stories that change constantly, her being caught in lies, her benefiting and getting a lot of publicity, not just from Johnny, but from coming forward with this whole DV thing and all the bad things that happened to Johnny. He lost his the Wildebeest movie series. He got pulled from Pirates of the Caribbean. All kind of stuff. And so you put all that together, and her priors, and the fact that he, all of Hollywood stands behind him, and nobody's ever said this guy's violent or whatever. Although, the drinking and some of the stories, I think it's really difficult, because I read a statistic that said that most of abuse that happens in domestic violence situations, in the end, is reciprocal. It's very rare that you have one side being physically abusive. That's it. Over and over and over. It happens, but the majority of time is you're putting in a stressful situation where abuse is perpetrated against one person, and then as retaliation, there's other abuse. Just like if you cuss at someone, if you go and you cuss at your spouse, or you're insulting them, what happens? They insult you back. It starts an argument, then there's a back and forth. Well, physical violence also is the same thing. Obviously, there can be one that's the majority perpetrator, in this kind of thing, but especially when alcohol's involved and all this stuff, I'm sure there was situations, where things escalated on both sides because of her behavior or whatever. He lost his type of his finger. God only knows what happened. And so the case, I think, is just a big circus, because defamation cases are very difficult to win, and I don't really see, one side or the other, pulling off the beyond a reasonable doubt to, for the defamation. I don't see a jury. I wonder if there's a jury. I guess the jury wouldn't be showed in the live TV, right? But if it's a jury that decides, then they may be able, because if Johnny gets enough sympathy and enough people really see through her, then the jury may decide, in his favor. I didn't even know if there's a jury, though. I thought maybe this was just a judge. I don't know enough about the case specifically. Haven't seen a jury. I don't know if there's a jury trial. I know it's civil. I don't know if you need a jury in civil cases. You may. I don't know. But anyway, what do you guys think of how things are unfolding? I think I mentioned it before. I think this is, in the end, whether he wins or loses or whatever, it has redeemed Johnny, because it's brought people together to defend him. And this has got so much publicity, far more publicity than the original articles and the original defamation stuff that was said about Johnny. So in the end, I think this is what has served. But I wonder, like, where did they get these lawyers? Especially like Amber, you know, these are people that can afford the best lawyers in the world. You know, they could have Shatner from like Boston Legal. They could have, you know, I don't know, Johnny Depp from The Devil's Advocate. You know, whatever lawyer, amazing lawyer you think, and this is what they come up with. These people are not eloquent. The cross-examinations, like the questions, it's like, oh my God. These people are practicing trial attorneys. Like, these people regularly show up and do court. I'm like, I don't know, man. It's fucking ridiculous. It's a circus. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. As always, buy red and sell green.